Hey there everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Pubo Rama, and in today's video, I'll be breaking into every single purchase that you should make this week in Grand Theft Auto Online to take advantage of the bonuses, get your hands on some really underrated armored vehicles, and to make some bonus money. As always, if you enjoy content like this, you want to see more videos, you'll only see them here. So make sure to click that subscribe button down below. First of all, we have the car wash. I think the car wash is one of the most important purchases to make in the game. Even if you don't want to buy Higgins helicopter tours and smoke on the water, buy the car wash. First of all, it's a super cheap property, only sitting at around $1 million to purchase. And the reason it's such an important purchase to make this week is because the passive income is doubled. So we can see right now I have $100,000 in the safe, and if I walk up to it, I can grab this money, and boom, $100,000 will be credited right into my account. If you have GTA Plus, it's even easier. You can just hop right onto your phone, claim it through the Vinewood Car Club app, and you're done. This week, the safe is earning double money. So instead of me earning $27,250, I'd be earning $54,500 every 48 minutes. Yeah, that's a lot of money. And it means that with the $1 million purchase, if I just leave my game on and claim it every now and then, I will easily pay back the car wash in a few days. Now, I know that it's a bit of a bummer that if you're making $60,000 and the safe only holds $100,000, you have to claim it every single 48 minutes. But you know what? It's really not that big of a deal. You can set your spawn location to the car wash and, fast travel there. It's not that hard. I know people make it out to be a big deal, but I really don't find it to be as big of a problem as people are going to make it out to be. With that being said, next we arrive to one of the most important purchases, I think, this week, and that is the heavy Barrage. This is a vehicle a lot of people actually underrate, and it's one of the few cars I do think is worth your money this week. What exactly is good about the Barrage? Well, first of all, it actually survives a boatload of missiles. 14 homing missiles to be exact, which is 4 more than even the most durable Imani Tech vehicles. I should mention, you cannot put a homing missile lock on Jammeron, but still, 14 homing missiles is a lot. And what's great about this vehicle is it's also pretty fast. You can see on the speedometer here, we're already going over 115 miles per hour. That's because this vehicle's top speed is close to 120, and you can see that here. Like, this thing's pretty quick. It's also got great off-roading capabilities. It's all-wheel drive. And my favorite part about it is the bulletproof protection. If we hop out of the Barrage real quick, you'll notice that we have this big metal panel right in the front. And this panel is completely bulletproof. What's great is that if you have players shooting at you, you can angle the vehicle like this, and now your character is completely hidden, as you can see. So if you're in missions, it's very easy to hide your character's weak points, or even if somebody's shooting at you in a public lobby, it's super easy to hide your character's weak points, and it's basically pretty bulletproof at that point. So it actually does have a lot of durability in that regard. So I definitely would recommend to pick this up, especially because the Barrage isn't too expensive, and it's 40% off. So it's actually a really good deal. Next, we arrive to some businesses, and some really important businesses at that. Starting off, we have the Garment Factory. And what's cool is that we can fast travel to our Garment Factory even when we're located in the city. So you can see we just went from my office building over here and fast traveled right over to my Garment Factory. Now, the Garment Factory itself is one of the best businesses for multiple reasons, which I'll be showcasing. First of all, it's a fairly inexpensive purchase. You can find it on Maze Bank foreclosures by clicking on the Garment Factory tab. It's normally $2.5 million. This week, it's 30% off. And what's great is that there are no upgrades, so you're simply paying the flat purchase price. What do you get with that price? Well, first of all, you get a 10-car garage. That alone is really nice, especially for people that are running out of places to store their cars. You also have the ability to fast travel across the map. You just saw me go from Del Perro straight over to my Garment Factory, and it works the exact same way if I want to go somewhere else. I can go right over to LSIA, to the TAPVM truck stop, and this one's actually really important because when you complete the Cluckenbell Farm Raid, you spawn there, you can fast travel right back to your Garment Factory and save some time, which is really sweet when you actually take a second and think about it. If we make our way to the first floor of the Garment Factory, we will arrive to the most important thing about this property, and that is the Terabyte. The Terabyte is so important to get your hands on. and especially in this business. And that's because you have a special upgrade option called Bureau Tech. You will not be able to upgrade the Terabyte in your nightclub and see this option. It's only in the garment factory. What's so special about Bureau Tech? Well, specifically the Master Control Terminal. This allows you to remotely manage a variety of owned businesses from the Terabyte's touchscreen computer. Now you might say, oh, but doesn't the Terabyte already allow me to do that? Well, it doesn't fully. This allows you to also access the nightclub, which the Terabyte normally does not allow you to. So that's huge, and it makes life super easy, especially because you can just request the Terabyte wherever you are. So it kind of defeats the purpose of the Master Control Terminal in the arcade. That alone makes the Garment Factory one of the most important purchases in the game. It also has a Mark II workshop right here, which is great if you ever need to buy explosive rounds like I need to for my sniper. It has snacks right on the front floor. It does have passive income. You can see I have $71,000 earned so far with it. And the best part is that you can start any of the jobs for the Garment Factory outside of the building. If you want to do special cargo sourcing, for example, you have to actually go into your office building or Terabyte to source the cargo. But for the Garment Factory, just go right onto your phone, click on Darnell Incorporated, and you can start up any of the jobs, like the weekly one, which will pay me $310,000. It's actually pretty sweet. So yeah, in general, the Garment Factory is great. If you haven't purchased it already, get your hands on it. It has so many good things going for it. But that brings us to the next 30% discounted item, and that is, well, special cargo. Special cargo is one of those purchases that I don't recommend for people to invest in unless it's on discount. But when it is, I say go full balls to the walls, spend every single dime you have. The reason why is two different areas. First of all, it is the most effective way to earn passive income in the game. All you have to do is walk up to Lupe's assistants, pay $7,500, boom, they're going out and earning you money. $144,000 if you have 5 large warehouses like I do. That's a lot of money, and it's pretty easy to earn that money back, especially when you're purchasing all of these warehouses on 30% discount. Normally purchasing 5 of the best location warehouses will set you back about 12 million. So with a 30% discount, you might save, what, 4 million-ish from that at 30%? That's a lot of money saved. You might save $3 million. Definitely take advantage, especially because I think we might be getting a double money week soon for all players when it comes to special cargo. This might be Rockstar's warning to say, like, hey, if you don't own them, purchase them now. So I'm always going to tell people to invest their money, especially if you have some extra. With that being said, there's one final vehicle we'll be talking about today, and that is the Vapid Illusion. The Illusion is this week's prize ride vehicle. You have to place top 2 3 days in a row, which is honestly pretty easy. If you do drag races, there's only a maximum of 4 people, and most of the time you're only going to have 3. So really, it's not that hard to finish in the top 2. And even if that is too much of a struggle for you, join my Discord server, find a friend. I'm sure there's somebody out there who has the exact same thought process as you. If you do a race with somebody else and both of you finish first and second, boom, you've completed the first day of the prize ride. Do it 2 more days and you've got your hands on this vehicle. Now, what's so special about the Illusion? You might just be like, it's just kind of a random run-of-the-mill SUV. Well, what's special about this car is that it features Imani Tech upgrades. We can see the side of it here, it has armor plating all over it. That means this vehicle can survive 10 homing missiles, 4 sticky bombs, and it has a homing missile lock-on jammer. So if you're a newer player or you just don't own this vehicle, it's a great Imani Tech car to add to your collection. And the fact that you can earn it for absolutely free by just completing a couple races, it's pretty free. I mean, I got no complaints. I'll be making a video on this maybe tomorrow on how to get your hands on it and showcasing how easy it is. But definitely consider getting your hands on this because it is such an easy challenge. Either way, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is every single deal and discount that I would recommend to purchase this week. We actually have some really good stuff. And I'm not going to say this is the best week ever, but the Garment Factory being on sale, same for Special Cargo, is pretty good there. And then with the Barrage and the Illusion, it's just a little bit of sprinkled on bonuses. So, hopefully you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!